Greetings and beyond the new. My name is Omni, and welcome to a new series I like to call What If Issei Died and Was Reborn with All of His Memories and Powers? From High School DxD. Okay, so this is gonna be part 0. So yeah. Anywho, let's get into the video. We show a newborn issei, and he feels weird, but he then goes into his mindscape and talks to Dreg. Dreg, do you? Yes, Issei, I do. Oh, while I know you will still be your perverted self. Oh, I've already gotten over that whole grab and dragon nickname. So, and then that's when we do a time skip to where he just turned 5. Oh, actually, no. To when, let's see, yeah, when he turned 5. Or whatever age he meets Arena at. And not just they play video games together, but they also do strength training together. And then Issei asks Arena-chan, are you a boy or a girl? I'm kind of dumb when it comes to that kind of thing. And I know the first thing to rectify that is to admit it. Well, Issei-kun, yes, I'm a girl. Well, it's just that I wasn't sure, Arena-chan, you're pretty much a tomboy. Oh, Arena has a saddened look on that, but that's just you being you, Arena-chan. You don't have to worry about that. There are guys out there that like that kind of thing, and I think it's kind of cute how you're a tomboy, which makes Arena blush. Okay, now we time skip to the start of the anime. Okay, so yeah, Issei is still known as a pervert, but he's more respectful to women in this, which causes the two main girls in canon that beat him up for peeping. I think their names are Arena and Katsuse. The brunette girl from the Kendo Club and the pinkish haired girl from the Kendo Club. Okay. To develop crushes on him. Because he's too fast to get beaten up. So it's always his two supposed friends who always get beaten up. And he's a bit of a kendo enthusiast. And out of all the... So he hasn't done just physical training, he's also done training in the sword. So yeah. Anywho... and he's never been defeated. He started in whatever age in Japan that you're allowed to be able to start kendo training. And he's, I guess you can say he's, whatever age that is, he's a national champion. And he's never been defeated by any of the male or female Kendo Club members. I'm saying there's a male Kendo Club just because. As that way Issei has a place to practice. And from the school time, and it's been almost whatever amount of time and during that time when the school he's going to now became co-ed, he usually fights the entire 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 male and female kendo clubs. So yeah, he's never been defeated. He sometimes draws it out to 20 minutes, but he usually does it in 10 minutes for so he can see just how far his fellow male kendo club members and female kendo club members are at. And while they still see him as a pervert, the two main girls in canon that are usually beating him up for peeping in canon, they get crushes on him. And he does deal with the female pervert that has like scouting eyes to see what a guy's working with his measurements there and how long he can have it for. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, this also gets her to get a crush on him. And I'm gonna make it to where that the three of them are going to be half. The two Kendo girls are gonna be half bloods of human and mythical creatures. Okay, so yeah, and so yeah, okay. If you've ever seen, what if? Heard what if issei was recruited by the yokai faction, then okay, then if you've ever seen that one, but in that one, the girl with the scouting ability is actually brunette yokai fox. In this one, she's going to be a half-blood yokai fox, with her being the older half-sister of the princess of the yokai foxes. Let's just say she was drunk at the time, and well, that's how she got born. As for, let's see. Okay, both of their moms are gonna be best friends that have known each other since preschool. Well, while their dads are also like that. However, their two races are usually at odds with each other. Let's see. For the pink-haired girl, her dad is gonna actually be a kelpie. If you don't know what that is, it's something that a sea creature that transforms into your greatest fantasy, drags you into the water, and then devours you. Looks sort of like the creature from the Black Lagoon, but more cooler. Okay, and as for the brunette, her dad is let's see, a squid mermaid. No, an octopus mermaid. Basically looking like a male version of the original Disney movie version of Ursula. Like I said, male version. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Okay, everything goes like in canon. Then when the three girls notice that he's hanging out before school with fallen angel we know as Rainier, they get really jealous. So they end up following him and Rainier on their date. 8. They get really frustrated and are about to intervene when Rainier transforms and is about to kill issei. But since So he brings out, he releases Dreg and tells her, so, you know, Rainier, and yes, I know your true name. I won't be saying why I know. However, Dreg, you ready? Got it, partner, Dreg would say. Then Dreg saying, boost, 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 explosion! And then Rainier gets scared by this and is about to run. She ends up flying away, but then Issei brings out, then uses Dragon Shot to injure her wings. He captures her, and then uses the blood seal that he received to call Rias. She and the three girls hiding in the shadows are shocked at this. That's when Issei then says, "Alright, girls, you can come out now. And I know you're half-bloods, half-human, half non-human beings." Which makes them all even more shocked. And then he tells them that has been reborn on to relive his life, and he's lived through this life, but it seems as though things have changed. While it's not exactly like his original lifetime, he's still planning on making it the best life for himself and the three and all the factions in the mythical creature domain. And then he promises right then and there, Lady Rias, please allow me to become part of your peerage. And I know that you'll need to use up all 8 of your pawns. I'm going to keep that the same. Okay, so yeah. And I swear to you, I will break off your engagement with that damn idiot Riser. And then this makes Rias believe him, so then he fuses with all 8 of her pawns. Still leaving a rook and a bishop. Because, like in canon, she'll already have her queen, a knight, which is Kiba, and the queen is the Konako. I mean, the half-human, half-fallen angel girl. Then Konako is her rook. And then she has a bishop who is Gasper, who for some reason likes dressing up as a girl even though he's a guy. Okay. Which leaves one knight and one hold on. One bishop and one rook. And now they will be the same like in canon. So I'm going to say in this, Rainier is kept by Issei, and he becomes the first female that he'll have in his harem. So instead of so he finds a way to also create so he has Rias keep a magic lock on her, and he also figures out how to lock her magic. So yeah, because I thought it was kind of a waste for Rainier and those other 2 female fallen angels to have died. I just find it a waste. Okay, so now this is where things will get a little interesting. I'm going to say Rainier, like in the What one of the what ifs, that what if issei was Ghost Rider. Rainier's the daughter of no, that war-loving fallen angel, and the other black-haired fallen angel is his younger sister. And I'm going to say that the Lolita blonde fallen angel is the leader of the fallen angel's little cousin. Okay, so yeah, that goes. So all the people that he would usually in canon not get contracts with, he gets contracts. And Rainier is shocked to know that he has already lived his lifetime, but has been reborn with all of his memories and powers. And even though the old him would have probably killed and would have tortured her and are her, she is shocked to know that on his deathbed he realized she was just doing her job as a fallen angel. So yeah. Anywho, that's really all I'm gonna say about that. Then but actually, one more thing. She starts to get a crush on him since he's such a nice guy, but she was too much of a fool to realize that before now. Okay, that's when he also runs into her aunt in this. She also gets captured, and that's when he also uses dress break for the first time. Actually, no. After he gets Rainier gets comfortable, she tries to attack him. Then that's when he uses dress break for the first time. And he says to Rainier, don't do that again, or I will punish you. Not in a severe way, but I'll make your pleasure notes. Oh, it's all high-powered and wonky. Rainier doesn't believe him, so he does a demonstration, and he makes her pleasure receptors go on high. So when he just blows in her ears, her love juices come out. Then he puts it back to normal. Okay, so yeah. So then he also captures her supposed aunt in this. Her aunt in this does the same thing, but she gets a crush on him too because he's so nice. While the male fallen angel that we see that isn't like the one of the three leaders of the fallen angels, he still dies. I just get the feeling that he's the kind of guy who likes breaking up couples. Well, that's just a gut feeling of mine. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, now we get right into where he meets Freed and no wait, where he meets Azia. Oh yeah, Azia. So yeah, everything goes like in canon, and then Freed is, the other male fallen angel that isn't one of the leaders is dead already the night before. So yeah. So that's when we're also going to be introducing the blonde fallen angel, oh, the female blonde fallen angel to issei along with Freed. Freed just tries to attack him, and he just dodges like he's already familiar with Freed's fighting style. And then he just does like the brings out Dreg, and then Dreg says boost 5 times, and then he uses it to flick Freed away. And then that's when she orders Freed, when the female blonde fallen angel to for Freed and Azia to retreat for now. Oh. And then before they leave, Azia, issei would say, not everything is in black and white. Good and evil are never in black and white. While there are those that wish it were true, who good and evil are not always as simple as one side is good and one side is evil. I mean, there are good, like for example, there are good humans and bad humans. So every race has good and evil, the potential to be both good and evil, or one or the other. Anywho, I'll see you when I see you. And then that's when he teleports to where Rainier and her aunt are in this. Hold on. Needed to blow my nose. Okay, so yeah. Anywho, and no, they haven't gotten frisky with him. And he's also already developed a barrier to keep Grafia out. Okay, so yeah. Then we skip ahead to where Azia is about to be her sacred gear is about to be taken by the blonde-haired girl. Issei isn't was let's see. Issei saves her in time, captures the blonde female fallen angel, and then offers her a choice. To stay with the fallen angels or become a devil. So she thinks that there's no place for her or anywhere now. He convinces her that there is, and that's to be just because you were raised to think all devils are evil, and all, as well as fallen angels, and all angels are good. It doesn't mean you can't change your ways. I mean, I'm a devil, right? And yet I saved you because I know you're a good person, and this world would be a heck of a lot more depressing than it already is without you, without a person such as you in it. This causes her to blush, and this also kind of makes Rias feel a little jealous. She doesn't know why. She doesn't usually fall for guys. I'm going to say she's going to be a more. She thought she was more of a lesbian, but turns out she's bisexual. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, she becomes the bishop. She moves in with Issei, which causes Rainier and her aunt to be super jealous at this. Everything goes like in canon, but then when he meets Riser in this life, instead of being knocked around by him, after Riser shows off his now harem, he summons Oh, and in this time, the female blonde fallen angel gets a crush on Issei, and then they're all made into his harem. Rias is still a little angry at this, but he doesn't force them to do anything perverted without them wanting to. But yeah, I'm still gonna make Rias, Azia, the other females in Rias's peerage, along with the future females, along with Arena, a part of his harem. So yeah. Anywho. Student-teacher relationship. So yeah. Anywho. Sorry if I spoiled anything. Okay, so now let's see. So instead of being thrown around, Riser gets thrown around. And then that's when Issei reveals his forbidden infernal form, which everyone is shocked by this. And then Dreg says, "Don't worry, he's strong enough physically, even before he was turned into a devil, to where I don't need to take a part out of him when we're transformed like this." And then that's when Issei tells Rias, "It's time, my lady." President, it really is time. Rias then challenges Riser to that match that devils have in canon. They still go on the training journey, so Azia can get a little battle experience and Issei can show off. And then when Rias and Issei have that moment, Rainier, her aunt, and the the other female fallen angel, who's a blonde, are all staring in jealousy. And then, before she leaves for her room in her nightgown, Issei does that forehead touchy would always do to Sasuke in Naruto canon. Okay, so yeah. Which causes Rias to blush and then run to her room. Okay. Hey, so the match is still... Everything goes like in canon except it's a shutout. Riser's team gets totally defeated. And Riser is about to try and kill the weakest links, which he sees as Azia. That's when Issei transforms. And then goes ham wild on Riser and says, "How dare you try to hurt Azia?" Which causes Azia to blush crimson, and then for Rias to think, if he had attacked me, would Issei say that as well? Okay. After going ham wild, Riser is escorted by his peerage back to his home. That's when Rias decides, "I've decided." In her head, she says this: "Issei will become my husband. And with all the energy I've seen him use, he's going to be cool. So I will allow his now harem and any other girl, especially Azia, to join. And just as long as I'm his number one."
I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to drop my car off.
Okay.
Talking to somebody?
No, I'm making a video. sorry if I got interrupted. My dad was talking to me. Anyway, I'm going to be making the video a little longer than I usually do. Okay, so yeah. Probably the 5 more minutes. Okay, so yeah, so it will be a 35-minute video at least. Okay. Then that night, Rias is goes to Issei's room, but that's when also Azia, Rainier, her aunt, and the other female also go. And that's when they all have a night of passion. And then, as a sign of affection, he calls the 3 fallen angels, well, all the girls and future girls, to be added to his harem, Chan, to their names, but only when he knows he can get away with them without others getting angry at him for it. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the other 3 girls that are half-bloods, also are in his harem and also are involved in the Night of Passion. When they wake up, they all have the most satisfied, dopey grins on their faces. All the girls do. Oh, and Grafia was ordered by Cerzex's and Rias's dad to bring her to him so he can berate her on defeating her fiancé. And now, especially after, even though he knows full well that she let herself be defiled by the Red Dragon Emperor. So, yeah. But Grafia is stopped by a barrier Issei created that will keep out all magical beings. All beings in the world of High School DxD. Okay. So yeah. Now we go in to where Riser plots his revenge. And that's when Issei also sends a magic clones. It's sort of like a shadow clone, but without any of the negative parts of the shadow clone, to Riser and warns him, mess with me and my fellow peerage members and now my Rias-chan, and I don't care if you are a full-blood devil. I will rip you apart and then kill you. Am I understand? Ending? And then he says in a yell, I said, do I make myself clear? Riser then looks into his eyes, and then he sees an astral image of Drake roaring at him, just like you would see Natsu do in Fairy Tail. And this makes Riser soil himself, and he says, yes, I'll leave Rias alone and your peerage members. Okay, so yeah, that's how things are gonna be ending. Okay, and then at school, Issei invites every one of his peerage members and his harem to his home. That's when Kiba sees the holy sword, and Issei says, don't worry, I'll help you destroy destroy all those things. What happened to you and your comrades when you were children is unforgivable. And all the other peers members, as well as his harem, all know about him reliving his life with all of his memories and powers from his first go around of his life, and how things are different. Okay, so now that's where I'm going to be leaving it off. Like, comment, and subscribe, but I'm not doing this, but I'm doing this to unload my creative juices, and yes, I said that, and said it like that. Anywho, bye!